What can they do that you can't? What do they have that you don't have? What can they get that you can't get? Don't let comparison turn you into a duplicate when God made you to be an original. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Isha here. Obviously, I'm not quite sure why I just said that, but it's whatever. Today's video is going to be kind of like a girl talk video where I talk about a topic that I think about quite often. A question from my last video actually inspired today's video. The question was, what made me start creating content? And I thought about my thought process and worries and concerns and experiences prior leading up to me starting to create content. And so I thought I'd just kind of share that experience with you guys and some wisdom and insights that I have picked up from friends and family and just my experiences. And I thought I'd share them with you guys because I'm sure there's a lot of you guys out there who have similar worries and concerns and are experiencing the same thing when it comes to starting to do something that you really want to do. And if I could help or inspire one person to get up and do what they really wanted to do for a really long time with this video, then I've done my job. It is still January. Hopefully it's not February by the time I upload this video, but it is still very early on in the year, meaning we have so much time to pick up either something that you have dropped in the past years or something that you've thought about doing but never really got the courage to do it. Now is the time. Of course, I'm going to be doing my makeup while talking, obviously. So yeah, me and this eyebrow pencil are going to stop talking now and get right into the video. As I've stated in the last video, content creation is something that I've literally always wanted to do. But again, I was always scared of what others might think of me. I was always scared that people was going to judge or comment negatively on what I was doing because it's kind of out of the norm. We don't really see people in our circle doing it. You know what I'm saying? I just really did not want to hear none of those comments. Again, with these eyebrows, man, I'm just eating. Okay, maybe not that one. And so because I was always scared of what others might think of me, I basically crushed my own dreams and just never did it. And that is kind of the first thing that I want to talk about. Disclaimer, before I really get into the nitty-gritty, this video will definitely be all over the place, okay? I cannot stick to one topic for the life of me, but everything that I say is generally all about the same thing. So if I jump from topic to topic, we listen and we don't judge, okay? Okay, I had to do my brows real quick because I couldn't talk and do them at the same time. This one does not look like this one. My brows are not even sisters, they're long twins right now. They are distant cousins. But I will fix that. Back to what I was talking about. Remember when I told you this video was about to be all over the place? I was not joking. But yes, other people's opinion of me really mattered to me a lot when I was younger. Not even when I was younger, just a couple years ago. I cared so much about what others thought of me, and I don't really know why. And I want to say that I blame the African culture with that, because I don't know if y'all, if you're African, I think you can relate. We grew up hearing, oh, don't do this, don't do that. People are gonna say stuff you can't do this, you can't do that. I didn't pry. Oh, but don't do this, don't do that, don't do, people are gonna say stuff, people are gonna think away, so you can't do this, you have to act this way. And when you grow up and that's all you hear, you are going to move according to what other people are going to think as a result of your actions. I hope that makes sense. You are never going to do something because you want to do it. You're going to do something because it's going to make you look good, or people are going to now say good things about you. And it is really suffocating. I know our mothers and our fathers had very good intentions when they are telling that to us, because yes, people's mouths can be really dangerous. People have the power to really tarnish your name. And while all of that is like known and stuff, it can be really hard to then do something that you really want to do because you are now fixated on what other people are going to say or think about you. And going back to what I was saying earlier about me doing the content creation, like quite literally nobody like that was like me was doing it. So it was like, you finna be the first? Like, be so freaking for real. Like, that's not something that we were used to. That's not something that is like, that's not us. Like, that's not our way. So it was like, nah, I think it's clip. Like, I'm not gonna do this. But at the same time, like, if you really sit down and think, just sit and really look at the people's opinion that you are so worried about. What do they have on you? What do they have on you? Like, what about them in particular are you so worried about? What can they do that you can't? What do they have that you don't have? What can they get that you can't get? And then from there, it leads to you comparing. It leads to you comparing yourself to other people. Comparison used to be the biggest thief of my joy. I used to be so insecure about myself and about what I have because it wasn't what the majority had. Like, growing up in like elementary school, middle school, high school, and all that, I was always the tallest. I could laugh about it now, but back then it was not funny. I was always the tallest. Okay? On top of that, in like elementary school and like half of like middle school, I was the darkest. So then when you see like other people gravitate towards, like, let's say the lighter skinned one, the shorter one, you know what I'm saying? And you see that be the image of pretty, and you see that be the center image of attracted, you become very self-conscious. You start to look at every single inch of your body and start to compare it to what Jackie has. And it can be like really hard. It could be really, really, really hard. And I'm gonna tell y'all what I like, not did, but like kind of how I was able to go from the person that literally nobody looked at to now being the class clown. Because if I wasn't gonna be the prettiest, I was gonna be the funniest. So then that became my like escape. That's how I got like mad friends. I don't want to say that that's how I got a lot of friends, but it's kind of like, it does play a part. It plays a part. I began letting my personality become big and funny and, you know, like carefree. And while I was loving it, I was getting friends and everything. It was like something is still missing. I still was not satisfied. It almost felt like I was putting on a mask every single time that I went to school. And as soon as I got home, the mask came off. And that is tiring, like it's draining. It is so annoying because then the days where you don't feel like cracking a joke, you're back to square one. And so I didn't realize that really heightened my insecurities because that was literally the only thing that I was leaning on, my humorous side. And it was just like, that wasn't the side that I wanted to lean on. I wanted to feel pretty. I wanted people to be like, oh, she's pretty. I was looking for validation from others. I was seeking for others' opinions on me and not realizing that the only person's opinion that mattered in that moment was mine. No one thought that I was pretty because I didn't think I was pretty. And that is what I really had to learn. No one is gonna believe it until you believe it. And even if they don't believe you, and so what? We were not put on this earth to be like everybody. I recently came across this TikTok where this girl was talking about a quote that she had found in this book. And the quote read, "Don't let comparison turn you into a duplicate when God made you to be an original." And when I tell you I had the biggest moment, I was like, wow, we were all made differently. We were not all made to be the exact same. Like, there is no other Aisha Fofana out there that is the exact same as this Aisha Fofana sitting right here. There isn't. Just like there's nobody else out there that's the exact same as you. There's just no way. So when we sit here and we like try and compare ourselves to what the next person has, that person is living in the life that was destined for them. It's about time you do the same. You just have to remember that your time will come. Your time will come. You just have to be patient. You just have to be patient. Patience is the biggest virtue. I say it all the time. Just be patient, your time will come. And I'm also not gonna sit here and be unrealistic and tell you that this all comes very easy to some people. Like, I would be lying right now if I was to say that I am 100% secure. I'm not. I do have my vulnerable moments where I compare, but then you just have to remember to be grateful for what you have. My mom always used to tell me this: do not focus on the people that are in front of you, but the people that are behind you. And when she says that, she means like there is always somebody who is praying for what you have. Somebody who gets on their hands and knees every single day praying for what you have right now and for what you are taking for granted right now. And so I just try to remind myself that every single day. Is it easy? No, it's not. But just remember to take it day by day, like one day at a time, one step at a time. Alright, the base is eating. Also, society makes it extremely hard to do what I just said. Especially in the generation and time that we live in today, it makes it extremely difficult to do that. We live in the era of social media. We live in an era where quite literally everything is blatantly in front of us. Everything that you may hope, wish, or dream for. So it's quite literally hard to avoid it. I recently had not recently, but I had went to a little event that this organization in my school was holding. PASO, I think it was PASO that was holding this event. And one of the questions was, are men, I think we were talking about BBLs. I think we were talking about cosmetic surgery. And like the question I think was around like if men are to blame for the insecurities of women. I don't think that was the question, but it was along those lines. And I don't want to say that they are solely to blame, but they play a part. But at the same time, you kind of can't blame them as well, because that's what they were taught as well. Just like us women were taught to, you know, look nice and, you know, like back to like the African household and like, oh, you have to make sure you know how to cook clean. You have to make sure you know how to look nice for your husband. Why can't I look nice for myself? Why? And it's like, yes, I get it, you know, traditional ways, like I do not oppose it, but it's just like, where's the point? I forgot the point that I was trying to make. Y'all, I'm not even joking. I forgot the point that I was trying to make here. I think the point that I was trying to make is that like we were brought up to do everything for somebody else. And so we kind of have to break that cycle and remember that you are a person too who needs taking care of. And this is me again. Gotta take my own freaking advice here, that we are prioritizing everyone but ourselves. We are prioritizing the opinions of everybody but ourselves, and don't even realize that that is what's blocking your blessings. That is what's blocking the success of your future. We are seeking validation from the wrong freaking people. If there is something that you want to do, get up and do it. Just do it, because there's never ever going to be a right time. There's never ever going to be a time where you are ready, and I had to learn that and just do it. I was not ready or whatever when I started doing this. I wasn't any of that, but it's something that I want to do, so I said, and I just did it. And it was high time that I stopped caring about what other people thought and just thought about Isha for once. Like, What does Isha want? What does Isha want for her future? What does Isha want her future to look like? Isha literally sits here and literally daydreams about the life that she wants to live in this fantastic, luxurious lifestyle. But Aisha's not making the fantastic, luxurious moves. You have to give yourself the space and opportunity to grow, to learn, to try new things. If you wanted to start doing hair, go ahead and open up that hair business. If you wanted to do lashes, go ahead and start practicing and open up that lash business. If you wanted to start doing nails, go ahead and get you them supplies and start practicing and open up that nail business, okay? If you wanted to start content creating, go ahead, buy that tripod or pick up that tripod that you've been bought and is sitting in the corner of your room, just like mine was, and record your first video and upload it. Because I promise you, you are most likely in over your head. I really hope that's the right phrase. Like, it's really just you. You are the problem. You are in the way of your own blessings. You are in the way of the life that you promised yourself. Clock that deep. And there's no one like linear way to get it right. Like, it's not going to be linear. It may not work as fast as you would like it to. Like, you may not see the growth as fast as you would like it to, and that is okay. That is okay. I remember when one of my reels on Instagram has surpassed 10,000 views, I expected all my videos following to now be 10,000 views up. I was like, oh my God, I made it. I made it. Yep, I'm there. I was not. Because guess what? The video that I posted the day after is sitting at like what? Less than 3K views. And so like I needed that humbling moment and I needed that humbling experience for me to remember that it's not about the views. Because if you're doing it for the views, you are not doing it right. And so I had to really like sit back and be like, wait, I thought this was something that you wanted to do. Why are you making it like a race or a competition or like a, you know what I'm saying? Like, just do it because you want to do it. Don't do it for the numbers. I had to remind myself that. I was like, because if you about to sit here and stress out about numbers, maybe you should pack it up. So I had to sit down. I had to have that conversation with myself and just remind myself that this is what you want to do. Okay, like, don't ruin it for yourself by stressing about the views or like whatever, like, because then it's gonna take the fun out of it. Like, but yeah, once I had that little pep talk with myself, I was like, all right, so now we're back into the right headspace of the game. I got lost a little bit there, but I'm found. I made my way back. So I guess the lesson there is to, before you start doing whatever it is that you want to do, think about why it is that you want to do it. Think about what you want to achieve. Pay attention to your mindsets and your thinking process going into it. Like, are you doing it only for the dollar bills? Like, the dollar bills are a plus, but is it the only reason why you're doing it? Because the dollar bills can only take you so far. They can only take you so far. Like for me, I remember when I was seeing everybody do, you know, like makeup artists like taking clients and everything like that, and I was like, oh, hello, I can do makeup. Like, I want to start taking clients. And I was seeing how much bread they was making. I was like, wait, hold up, maybe I really do want to become a makeup artist. I was doing like friends and family, like cousins, aunties, like friends and everything, and I was seeing the bread, like it was there, but it was like, this is annoying. Then is when I realized that I like doing my makeup on myself, not on other people. But the money was the only thing that was driving that passion, and so it didn't last very long. So really think about why you're doing what you're doing. Like, what is the driving factor? Okay, so I just went ahead and finished the rest of my makeup. It's giving very much, you know, chocolatey. It's giving very much. But yes, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video today. I really hope that you guys got some insights and some wisdom. I apologize in advance if the video is a little bit all over the place because I can't stay on topic for nothing. But let me know if you guys want to see similar videos like this where I just talk about things. And if there's anything specific that you guys want me to talk about and provide my opinion on, let me know down below in the comments. But yes, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all, subscribe. And please don't forget to take care of yourself. Please don't forget to take care of your mental well-being, your physical well-being. Please remember that the only opinion about yourself that matters is yours. If you wanted to do something, let this be the year that you do it. Let this be the year that you prioritize nothing and nobody but yourself. And you go out and you do what you gotta do to make sure that you're good. Inshallah, may Allah make this easy for all of us, and may He grant you all your biggest hopes and dreams. But yes, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Love you guys, and see you guys in the next video. Ciao.